remember what I said about like wolf sexualization being kind of weird in this game? Like, to some extent, I could sort of see her getting some sort of thrill out of killing guys, but at the same time, I don't really understand a lot of what her characterization is supposed to be.
Your woman is still in this world.
Meryl.
Down.
Ocelot trolling is still pretty funny, though.
Catch you later, handsome.
Once she picks a target, she doesn't think about anything else. Sometimes she even falls in love with them before she kills them. Finally, just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
How are you feeling?
Not bad. Caught a nice nap on this revolving bed of yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone.
Glad to hear that. This is some bed, all right. I'm about to show you some of its nicer features.
Where are my things?
Oh, don't worry. They're all there.
Now, for some reason, in this room, the lighting effects are really strange.
Washington was taking quite a chance sending you here. Someone must have a lot of faith in your skill, carrier boy?
Huh?
This is deliberately meant to be confusing.
So, Metal Gear is armed with a new type of nuclear warhead, huh?
The idea is, you know, rewatch.
Why don't you go ask Campbell for the full story?
The Colonel.
Kinda works.
By the way, you got an optical disc from President Baker, didn't you?
What if I did?
Is that the only disc? There's no other data?
What do you mean?
There's no copy?
I wonder whether Snake ever
If not, that's fine.
thought to try to make a copy. There has to be some... See what I mean? There has to be some blank floppies around there.
Is Meryl okay?
She's not dead. Yet. Thanks to Wolf's whim. But it's up to you if you want her to stay that way. You were holding one card key. Where are the other two? What's the trick behind that key?
Trick?
That weasel of a president said there's some kind of trick to using the key.
Hell if I know.
I see. No problem then.
Okay, now a lot of people do take issue with that. To some
We're
extent,
going
I can
to play a
understand it.
game, Solid Snake. And we'll find out what kind of man you really are.
You know, especially...
When the pain becomes too great to bear, just give up and your suffering will end. But if you do, the girl's life is mine.
That's the most pointless interrogation ever. He's not going to give you any information. He's just going to decide whether or not to give up Meryl.
Press the resist button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the surrender button to submit.
The fuck are you talking about?
When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. Don't even think about using auto fire around those.
I still haven't gotten a turbo controller,
Snake,
so I don't know.
It's been a long time since you saved your game.
I think he'll say that regardless.
So what?
If your body can't survive the torture, it'll be game over. You really want to travel down that long road again? Come on, I won't tell. Why don't you just give up?
It's so weird to hear
I'm going
him.
to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's
But-
just for a short time, it won't kill you. Did you know that it was the French who first thought of using electrical shocks as a means of torture?
Hey, French films are all right, but I don't care about that crap.
You're a tough guy, Snake. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's no Geneva Convention. No one is coming to save you. Starting to feel a little scared? Good. You should be. Okay, let's get started.
That scene was so weird in context because it's like you just went from serious story and then Ocelot points at the camera. I know he doesn't point at the camera in the original, but it's not really all that different because either way he's still talking about pressing the resist button.
How did you like that? Shall we go again?
Now overall, as a way of like deciding the ending of a game, I don't really think this is the best option because I don't really think it displays all that much. Just whether or not you have
enough yet. Oh, we're not finished yet.
Really, just whether or not you have a turbo controller or not, or are fast on your fingers, as I am. You know, I would have thought. He's like, oh, come on, we'll ease up security a bit. You and I both know you're gonna get out of here.
You're a strong man.
You're too stubborn to give up.
Well, that's enough for now, I think. You're the boss's brother, all right. Your brother. He's an amazing man. Who else could shoot down 2 F-16s with a chopper? The Les Enfants Terribles project was not a total failure. He is the one man who could make my dream into a reality.
Man, if you thought he was, a little too into talking about Snake's brother, imagine when he starts talking about Snake's dad. Oh, brother, that goes places you don't want to go.
Looks like I got a roommate. The DARPA chief. What a stench.
Yep, only black man in the game, and he's killed. And had his body shown. They usually don't do that. Why didn't he call them? The situation is rather dire for him.
Snake, are you okay?
I've been better.
How's Meryl?
They got her.
Damn.
Colonel.
Okay, I know. Snake, the government has decided not to give in to their demands. We're trying to buy some more time.
Come on, Colonel. Why don't you stop playing dumb? I'm sorry about Meryl, but I want the lies to end now.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you? Why did you try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
Can't tell the grunts, huh? You've changed a lot. Metal Gear, secret advanced nuclear weapons research. Does the White House know about this? How deep does it go?
As far as I know, as of yesterday, the president had not been briefed about the Rex project.
So we must go deeper.
No basis. Is that the idea?
These are sensitive times. Even subcritical nuclear tests are causing quite a stir.
Plausible deniability, huh?
Yes. And tomorrow, the president and his Russian counterpart are scheduled to sign the START 3 Accord.
I get it. That's the reason for the deadline.
That's right, Snake. And that's why we can't let this terrorist attack go public.
We still haven't even ratified START 2, or dealt with the issue of TMDs. This has to do with the president's reputation, and America's place as the dominant superpower.
So, you turned to Black Ops. Convenient.
Please, Snake, just stop them.
To serve your interests?
Because we're relying on you.
In that case, tell me the truth about this new type of nuclear warhead.
I told you before, I don't know the details.
I don't believe you. If the situation is so serious, why don't you give in to their demands? Let them have Big Boss's remains.
You see...
Or is there some reason that you can't do that? Something you haven't told me about?
The President has adopted a firm public stance vis-a-vis bioethics. We don't want the existence of the Genome Army to go public.
And that's the only reason. The hell with you.
I'm sorry.
The corpse of the DARPA chief is lying right here next to me.
Poor man.
But it's strange. He looks and smells like he's been dead for days. All his blood's been drained out too.
Drained?
Maybe to slow down decomposition?
I have no idea.
But the chief only died a few hours ago, right?
Right. But he's already started to decompose.
What could it all be about?
Something in his blood that they wanted?
I doubt it. Just the nanomachines in the transmitter.
Did the chief tell them his detonation code?
I'm afraid so.
Already,
It looks
no.
like they've got both codes and are nearly ready to launch.
Damn. Is there any way to prevent it?
It seems there's some type of emergency override device that can cancel out the detonation code. It's a countermeasure that Arms Tech installed secretly. You have to unlock it with 3 special card keys.
And where are those keys?
I've got one of them. I don't know where the other 2 are. Besides, I'm locked up here.
We've got no choice. Forget about the keys. Your top priority now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. I'm sorry to have to lay it all in your lap, but you're all I've got. Bust out of there and get to the communications tower. Also...
What? Meryl, right?
Yeah,
I'll save her.
thanks.
Okay, well, this is all theoretical in my mind, but I'm assuming this is a start of a new video. So, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid Twin 6.
Cold. That witch. She took my clothes.
And there's Johnny, the man of 1,000 voice actors. Actually, no, I believe he had 3. If the text I posted on the first video was correct. But I had the idea of like how would I have like designed this whole torture split ending thing. I think I would have made it more so that Ocelot kind of knows this guy is good enough to the point where he's gonna escape. He's like, oh, I know you're going to escape, Snake, but I'm gonna make sure your time here is as unpleasant as possible. But you can make it a little easier if you give up the girl. Something like that. I don't know. The idea is kind of crazy, but but I don't know. When I look at this interrogation, is it really an interrogation? He asked him a couple of questions up front and didn't do shit afterwards.
Hey.
You know, and he's not really stopping to ask, oh, hey, do you know about this and that? No, he just kind of keep going. Man, no wonder that... Wait, no. I'm getting into spoilers. Who knows? Maybe all the people watching are people who've already watched it.
Snake, it's showtime. Ocelot wants you.
No, he wants my dad, which is really fucking creepy.
Okay, I'll tell you once more. Press the resist button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough,
this isn't all redundant data. I believe after he's doing the explaining, he'll actually tell you something new. I think about himself.
There are no continues, my friend. I fought wars in Afghanistan, Mozambique, Eritrea, and Chad. Among the Mujahideen guerrillas, I was known and feared as Shalashaska. I was trained by the Russian GRU. I'm not like one of those KGB slugs. To me, this isn't torture. It's a sport.
You're all just a bunch of sadists.
Don't confuse me with those uniformed fools. Well, shall we begin?
Okay. Another one of these. Now, in case you're wondering, no, I am not using a terminal controller. I am just mashing the crap out of the button. I got really good at doing this when I was playing Resident Evil 4.
Like that? Shall we
Because
go
if you've
again?
ever played Resident Evil 4 on hard mode and tried running away from the boulders, trust me, you need to be going this fast.
had enough yet?
Ah, my wrists.
Oh, we're not finished yet.
Yeah, but the original game, it is brutal about this. Which I think is just a pain in the ass. It's rewarding you or punishing you for a skill that you really don't have much in terms of practicing and really no way of knowing ahead of time to do.
You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think. We live in a sad age. Imperialism, totalitarianism, perestroika. 20th century Russia has had its share of problems, but at least they had an ideology. Russia today has nothing.
They're struggling between freedom and order, and with that struggle, a new spirit of nationalism has been born.
I think Russia's still having some pretty bad
boss
problems.
has a close friend high up in the Russian government.
Like, people are saying that
He's
Putin
currently
is
the head of Spetsnaz.
pretty freaking corrupt.
He's agreed to purchase this new nuclear weapons system. The Hind was just a down payment.
Then again, I'm not a worldly sort of guy.
So, you're in this for the money?
I don't need money. I want Russia to be reborn, to lead a brave new world order.
New world order. Oh, come on, I'm a wrestling fan. You know I have to make that joke. If it wasn't for me, Eric Bischoff would be selling meat out of a truck in Minneapolis, brother. And also, like, I believe Kojima said he wants the player to experience the pain of
You okay,
Snake in the scene.
Yeah. Nothing new to
That's
report.
stupid in my opinion.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
Yeah. My arm hurts.
Poor Snake. I'll increase the level of painkillers in your blood. Snake, put the controller up against your arm.
What?
Don't worry. It'll feel good.
Alright, I'm gonna, like, have
Okay,
the controller
here I
bouncing
go.
on my nails to basically let you know what's happening.
How does that feel, Snake? A little better?
A shiatsu massage.
Yeah,
How did
basically
you do
just a
that?
vibration turned on.
I stimulated your muscle fibers with the nanomachine's cilia. That's about all I can do for you.
Naomi,
It seems a bit too
Please talk
gimmicky
to
in my
me.
opinion.
say something to take my mind off the pain.
What can I say?
Anything.
Oh god, but I'll admit, this
I'm
is
not
not
a
as
very
bad as
good
what they pulled
talker.
off in Friends of the
Please.
Patriots.
Tell me about yourself.
Myself. That's a tough one.
Any family?
That's not a happy topic for me.
I don't have any family. No, wait. There was a man who said he was my father.
Where is he?
Dead. By my own hand.
Big boss.
What?
Big Boss. He's only ever mentioned here as a plot point, but it's worth knowing a little more about what they're talking about. Big Boss was born in 1935, his real name being John, with the common nickname Jack. Apparently he started his military career by participating in the Korean War as a teenager, and like 15,000 other people that I've covered so far, he joined the Green Berets afterwards. During this time, he became an apprentice of a legendary soldier who led the Allied powers to victory, known as the Boss. This is where they would both define much of the close quarters attacks later to be used. In 1954, Jack was involved in the Bikini Atoll testing of the first airborne detonation of a hydrogen bomb, later saying that even though he had not developed symptoms, many of his friends who were also there had gotten leukemia, thyroid cancer, and died from the radiation, and that he could be next any day now. This later came to pass as they discovered that he was sterile and unable to reproduce naturally. Meanwhile, Jack had learned quite a bit from the Boss, in everything from combat, weaponry, survival, espionage, destruction, psychology somehow, and some foreign languages. Jack then participated in some Black Ops in Vietnam, got some awards, and joined Major Zero's Fox unit. What then happened was the plot of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which, in my opinion, is still the best standalone story of the series. Trying to avoid unnecessary spoilers, Jack gets medals at the end, and the official rank of Big Boss. Despite the rank up, he attempted to retire from the battlefield and make a peaceful living as an instructor or hunting guide, though apparently he stayed fit just in case he was to ever return. In 1966, Big Boss encountered a war orphan named Frank Yeager during his time in the Mozambican War of Independence, and after beating him up for some reason, he rescued the child and escorted him to a rehabilitation facility where he could be taken care of. Now, this may seem a bit jarring, but I'm about to just skip over about 20 years of history which were explained over the course of 3 games. During this time, though, Big Boss had earned himself quite an impressive reputation, earning himself the moniker Legendary Soldier. Using the funds he amassed as a mercenary, Big Boss began to impose his vision of Outer Heaven, an idea where soldiers would avoid being abused by the governments of the world and their ideologies. He built a military fortress to use as a main base of his personal mercenary dispatch company in South Africa. He also returned to take command of Foxhound, which he had founded about 2 decades earlier. He used this as a way of secretly building up his mercenary company into a larger military establishment. To assist this vision, Big Boss then kidnapped a Russian scientist and his daughter and forced them to work on a Metal Gear in an attempt to gain some military superiority. Around 1995, Big Boss had also trained a new member of the Foxhound unit who was a Green Beret who had fought in the Gulf War. Big Boss taught this soldier close-quarters combat techniques and somehow the importance of the will to survive on the battlefield. This soldier was later given the code name Solid Snake. Later, the government discovered the development of Metal Gear in Outer Heaven and tasked Foxhound to deal with the issue. Gray Fox was first sent, but was then captured. So Big Boss sent Solid Snake on this mission, believing that the rookie couldn't accomplish the mission, but could buy him enough time to complete Metal Gear. However, when Solid Snake was much more successful than he expected, he started to deliberately delay Snake and even told Snake to abort the mission at one point. Snake proceeded in spite of that order, destroyed Metal Gear, was confronted by Big Boss who told him everything, and then Snake beat him down before the base blew up. Big Boss then tried once again to build up a strong military, this time overtaking an independent nation in the Zanzibar province, which became Zanzibar Land. Solid Snake once again foiled Big Boss's plans and quote-unquote killed him by burning him alive with a lighter and lacquer spray. And that's about it. I can't really discuss anything about Big Boss besides that since he's only ever a plot device in this game. Big Boss has appeared in 6 games.
Big Boss.
What? Big Boss?
There was no way you could know. It happened in Zanzibar Land 6 years ago. Only Snake and I know the real truth of what happened there.
So, is it true? Was Big Boss really your father?
That's what he said. That's all I know.
And you were able to kill him, knowing that?
Yep.
How?
It's what we wanted. Me. And him.
That's patricide.
Yeah. That's
I
the
am
trauma
liking
of
the
my life. Just like
vocabulary.
Mantis said.
Is that why you left Foxhound?
Let's just say that I needed to be alone for a while. And Alaska was the perfect place.
Derek Alexander lives there.
Snake. I didn't have a real family either. Just a big brother who put me through school. We weren't even blood related and he was much older than me.
Where is he?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Snake. Is there a woman in your life?
After you've been through as many wars as me, it's hard to trust anyone.
Friends?
Roy Campbell.
You're still calling me friend?
Is that it?
No. There was another. Frank Yeager.
Big Boss's most trusted lieutenant, and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive the codename Fox. Gray Fox.
I learned a lot from him.
But didn't you try to kill each other?
It's true. We did. In Zanzibar Land. But it was nothing personal. We were just professionals on opposite sides, that's all.
And you still call yourself friends?
Hard to believe. War is no reason to end a friendship.
That's insane.
I first met him on the battlefield. He was being held a prisoner of outer heaven, but he didn't look like a prisoner to me. He was always so cool and precise. I was still green, and he showed me the ropes.
You knew him well?
No, we never talked about our personal lives. Sort of an unwritten rule. The next time I saw him on the battlefield, we were enemies. We were fighting barehanded in a minefield. I know it
thought it
sounds
was in a
strange to
restricted
most people,
room.
but we were just two soldiers doing our jobs. It's like a sport.
It makes no sense. Just violence, murdering each other.
Yeah, I think so too.
So if you were friends, then how do you explain the ninja's behavior?
I don't know.
It's your genes. They make you predisposed toward violence.
You really like talking about genes. Naomi, why did you get into genetic research anyway?
I never knew who my parents were, or even what they looked like. I guess I got into genetics because I wanted to figure out why I am the way I am.
So you studied about DNA?
I thought if I could thoroughly understand DNA, I could get back my identity.
You
I thought
clearly
that by
didn't know
analyzing a
shit.
person's genetic information, I could retrieve the blank spots in that person's memory.
Memory is stored in DNA?
We're not sure, but we know that a person's genetic fate is determined just by the sequence of the 4 bases in their DNA.
So what about my fate? You know my DNA sequence, don't you?
Your fate? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Okay, this is
Of
like
course not.
physically looking
You're a
at someone's
scientist,
brain
not a fortune teller.
and thinking you know them. And you know what? That would actually be a better excuse because kind of everything is within the brain. I was quiet during that scene, but
My stomach! Damn it!
I was quiet during that scene, but really, there's not much to comment on. So yeah, there's Johnny going about his usual business. So I believe the door will open. Oh no, this door will open. As you can see, Otacon teleported in here. Now he's coming in through here, busted up leg and all.
Hey, I'm here.
Where?
Where do you fucking think?
It's me.
I would think the glasses would
Otacon.
cause incredible complications
Wow.
for this stealth stuff.
They even captured you.
Hurry, get me out of here.
I know he's anxious, but
Let
fuck,
go.
he's strong.
That hurts.
Hurry up.
Snake, is that how you ask a guy a favor? Let me go.
Yeah, this is one thing I don't like, the twin snakes. They kind of make Snake look too much like an asshole. Ah, his glasses broke. I never noticed that.
Ugh, jeez. It's like an animal's cage. What a smell.
Yeah, 'cause of him.
Hi, it's the DARPA chief.
If you don't hurry up and get me out of here, I'll be laying next to him.
Yeah, I still remember
Those
that
bastards.
skit Lord Quadros did in this part. It was like, he's like, oh my god, he's
This lock won't open
Black.
with a security card. You need a key like the soldiers carry.
So what are you doing here then?
I thought you might be hungry. If you need more food, I can bring some more later.
once again bullshit.
Also, I got you this level 6 card. It'll get you out of that torture room.
Why the fuck
Here,
didn't he hand me that
take
earlier?
This too.
What's this?
It's a handkerchief. I got it from Sniper Wolf.
Why?
I don't know why, but she's nice to me.
Sounds like Stockholm Syndrome to me.
I was taking care of the dogs here. After the terrorists took over, they were planning to shoot all the dogs. But Sniper Wolf stopped them. She even let me feed them when I asked. She likes dogs. She must be a good person. Please don't hurt her.
Wake up, you idiot. She's the one who shot Meryl.
Well, that's all I can do.
They're planning to launch a nuke. I've got to stop them.
Then you'll have to get past the communications tower.
First, you have to get me out of here.
Come on, I'm trying my best.
That guard's got the key. You'll have to take him out.
Give me a break. I'm no soldier. I can't take anybody out.
You have to.
I'll be killed.
He's coming back.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back.
Man, that was a lot
See you
of
later.
that was a lot of noise for simply flushing the toilet.
Wait!
So yeah, there are many ways to actually beat this. One way is to like hide under the bed right now and he wouldn't notice you. Another way is to wait out for even the third stage, and at that point Gray Fox will actually come out, slice open the door and let you out. The simplest way I've noticed is the ketchup.
Oh, that's better.
Just press A when you're down. If you actually put out the ketchup while he's looking at you, he'll actually see it.
What the hell?
And like respond, what are you doing with all that ketchup for? Now, something funny is that since Johnny has become a reoccurring character after the first game, you actually cannot choke him out. In fact, you're kind of limited in what you could do. You could knock him out, and that's pretty much it. Damn! Although they gave him the mystical ability to kick behind himself. It's like Swagnito. Alright. So yeah, I just 8 bullets. Well, you know what? I could go for some rest. Oh, you can't go on the bed. I forgot. God, but the security here sucks. I swear, but I have to say, I would have been interested if, like, the torture would have been, like, the question of, do you want to be able to get over this, but have a much harder mission afterwards? Or do you want, oh wait, no, do you want to take the easy way out, but the result is, you know, the girl suffers? Or, and the thing is, I would have had it be pretty much, the whole quest, not just, oh, you don't have to mash the crap out of the button. So yeah. Now, even though these are cameras, they do not have the same properties as normal cameras. Because what the fuck? Because if they see you, they will not alert the guards. They will only, if I'm not mistaken, just shoot at you. But yeah, they can be taken care of very easily. Hey, remember this area? Ha ha ha. And these computers are still on. I thought they would have shut everything down now that there's no more guards. And whoa! It actually kept the memory of when I shot a window. Right outside my window. And actually, is my blood stain still on the wall? Nope. Alright. Well, I think I'm just about done in this area. I'll head on to the second floor basement so that I can properly get the sniper rifle. And then after that, I think I'm going to be heading back to the communication towers. Alright. So this was a whole lot of cutscenes. Whole lot of cutscenes. But I think this will be it. I'll catch you guys later.
What's up, Snake?
God, I'm making a habit of just putting these directly in the video, so why the hell am I still saying catch y'all later right before I save?
The Chinese say it is the strong swimmer who most often drowns. It's because the strong swimmer overestimates his abilities and underestimates the strength of the river. You're probably quite used to the mission now, but don't get careless.
Wouldn't that be renamed the stupidest swimmer most often drowns? And then the obvious response would be no fucking shit. But, yeah. Catch you guys later.